Hi guys, we are here with my guest Maya from New York, from New Jersey, and I'm going to make from her real paella master. So we're cooking paella mixta, and meanwhile we're cooking, I'm explaining some things. I hope Maya will be doing main job, and she will end up with real paella skills. Yeah. So first what we so here we are going quite big paella pan. You see, it's I think like around 16 inches would be in diameter of the bottom. Bigger pan better because it's really nice to have your paella slim. So first, before pan still cold, so we are not heating it yet. Before to heat the pan, we will put garlic here. Do we have garlic here? Just a second. So we will put. So you will do this. So you see, we're going to take a clove of garlic, just clove of garlic, and you remember how you did just before, just a second ago, we did our sangria. We're enjoying this sangria right now, and we made pan con tomate. And for this seasoning, you will do the same like for pan con tomate with garlic. So we will cut it in half, crosswise. So we cut half of garlic, and we will like not wrap but pan like this. Yeah. So and try to cover all of them. So what is happening? You are squeezing garlic juice. It's gonna give us flavor, and as well, it's like a way to protect a little bit our frying ingredients from burning. It's like we'll create some layer of garlic juice. Yeah. So this is it. It's enough. We could go a little bit around the borders. And just a bit. And important, so you were trying not to leave pieces of garlic because garlic will get burned really fast. Then, so this is it. This garlic, we don't need it anymore. Then let's go with just pinch of salt. So grab with your hands, pinch of salt. People don't get surprised that we're without masks. We just made COVID test, and both of us we're negative. Yeah, so pinch of salt, I think maybe a bit more, and as well, it's like for making it salty, but as well like to get ready with the pan. Yeah, now we have of course it's professional paella burner, and we have two independent burners here. And from the beginning, we're going to use only central burner. Yeah, so I'm going to switch on only that one. Yeah, so I'm going to put it like, let's say, on medium. It's not high heat. It's at least I want it medium heat. And we will go with extra virgin olive oil. And so go and so go. I'll help you. So go and let's start from the outside and a couple of circles. So generous portion, generous portion. That's it. That's it. I would say it's like, it was maybe like 3-4 tablespoons. And what we're going to do, we are going to fry separately all our protein ingredients. So we are cooking paella mixta, and we're going to use seafood and meat all together. So first, we'll go with seafood. And one of our seafood, so we have prawns. So let's go with prawns. And we're not waiting until oil will get hot. Because what we are looking for now, we want our ingredients, each of them, to release flavor. And imagine, so when it's high heat, your ingredient gets crispy, but flavor staying inside, which is nice for flavor of your seafood or like prawns, and in this case. But we want flavor to go out. We want it to release flavor, and when it's slow, heating up slow, they will be slowly releasing flavor inside our oil. And then we will continue with other ingredients and another ingredients, and the result is going to be a lot of different flavors in our pan. And all these flavor bases, this is for our rice, and will be moment when we have all our flavors, we will put our raw rice, and rice will absorb all these flavors and will become flavorful. So this is the idea. So now we are frying them, but it's not like to make them 100% cooked. It's like to make them like maybe 70-80%, not fully cooked. Yes, so let me I will do it, and then I will give you job with squid. We will continue with squid. So we will fry them, but we will take them out very soon. Yes, we'll find them. Medium heat. Will be splashing, so it's like this. So we already mix it a little bit. I want medium heat. I don't want high heat, so medium heat. And very important to have enough oil. So this was like, a lot of oil. Maybe for you it looks like too much. But the idea, I don't want to use oil anymore. I want to have a lot of oil and then to have enough to fry prawns, to fry squid, then to fry chicken, then to fry some veggies, and all these ingredients in the same oil. And this means that we will have flavors, all the flavors in our oil. And so this is will be like flavor based because basically rice will absorb all the flavor. Yes, so you see, they are not fully cooked, but they are like half cooked. So let's take them out, and we will go with them later. Convenience, so especially when you have big pans. Look, it takes time to take out your prawns and then to put it other ingredients. Not to waste your time. Usually it works like this. You are pushing. So next move is this. Take the plate. This is your device. I will be taking them out. I will push them to this. So when you are alone, you are pushing them to this side. You are adding squid. So add squid. Roll the squid. Be careful to the splash a little bit. Just rub it. Yeah? Put it inside. So at some point you have two ingredients frying. So let's this spatula keep it. This we will take it out later. And now for you it's convenient to remove your prawns because you have already squid frying, so you're not in a rush, and you quietly at your speed you are removing the prawns. And we will put them aside, and we will keep them. We will put them a little bit. We will put them again a little bit. So this part will wait us until they are done. Yes, so we have them. And now we are frying squid. Each ingredient we are frying, except for chicken, because chicken, this is big piece of chicken. Each ingredient, especially seafood, we are frying around 2 minutes. That's enough. Yeah. So. Getting sliced cook. For me, some people, for some reason, I don't know the reason, they don't like tentacles. For me, tentacles is the best part of food. The best part of food. Yes, so you see, maybe it's cooked, maybe it's not, doesn't matter. We're going to take it out. And in the same way, I want to have low heat now. And now I'm going to grab it to the side, like I did with chicken. And let's cook. Chicken will take longer. You see, chicken slightly marinated. Yesterday I put teaspoon of sweet paprika. The paprika that we bought in the market for this paprika. Yeah. So 1 spoon of this paprika, a little bit of salt, a little bit black pepper, and a little bit of parsley and garlic. But you see, I cut garlic in big pieces because I don't want to put it in because it will get burned. Garlic, when you have it in big pieces, you can easily remove it. Yeah, so like this. Chicken already in the center. You see, fire is in the center. And that means that here, not so hot. And that's why I'm using only center burner. Of course, when you are at home, you have, for example, only one burner. Okay, so only one burner. But if you have a chance to heat on the center of the pan, better. Yeah, so now let's remove squid. So we're taking out squid. Just move it. Yeah. So perfect. So you're doing great job. You see, we have already half work done. So keep spatula because you keep working. And so chicken obviously take us longer time. So you can relax, drink your wine. So let's wait for chicken because we wanted maybe not fully cooked, but you see pieces of chicken, quite big. I have here 2 thighs. And I cut the thighs in half. So basically, all of this is 2 thighs. and I could make it boneless and it would be faster. So sometimes you can, depends on your mood, you can put garlic. So I don't want it, so let's put it out. Because it will get burned. Garlic, when it's getting burned, it's getting bitter. You don't want that. And if it would be boneless, you could fry the chicken in the same way like squid, 2 minutes, and take it out. This will take a little bit longer, but it's okay. We have time, we're going to crush, and so let's just continue. You can take your wine to rest a little bit. We're just waiting for chicken.
Okay.
I think for chicken, we are almost there. A little bit more. The chicken is almost there. So as chicken is so big, we can keep it here. So you remember that we are heating only center. Here it's not so hot. So that means that we can put chicken just over there, yeah, and it will be not heating so much, yeah, and we can continue. But if chicken would be smaller, I would remove it in the same way. I would remove it and I would continue with vegetables. Now we're going to continue with vegetables. We are making sofrito. Sofrito is a vegetable part, and we will start with garlic. Where is our garlic? Yeah, garlic is here. Yeah, we will cut it already before. Here just 1 clove of garlic. So 1 clove of garlic in the middle. Sofrito usually is tomato-based, like, you know, some flavorful moisture, like tomato paste that you're making by yourself. And yeah, so we are frying first garlic. And you know what? So I want even to remove heat. I will switch it off because really I want lowest heat possible. So garlic will fry it a little bit. Okay. We are pushing that garlic out, right? It's not so hot, remember, yeah? Then we are going to add tomatoes. Here was 3 tomatoes. I boiled, or you can roast it in the oven before, and no skin, no seeds, only tomato, and tomato meat in the middle. No heat already, but not too hot, that's why it's flushing and rolling. And now we will fry it, but I want it like a base. So I could blend it before, but I'm showing like it happens in real life. So tomato quite soft. And I am able, like, you know, to mash it just here. And I will mash it. And it's just fine. While I'm mashing, I can take as long as I want. It's no heat there. But I will mash it until I will see that I have like smooth, pure texture. You are pureeing. And meanwhile you are pureeing, so let's go with our paprika. So grab 1 paprika. Pimenton dulce, let's show to the camera. Pimenton de la is articles. Vera is area of Spain where the best pimenton growing. So grab 1 teaspoon, but not that small American teaspoons. Grab 1 generous Spanish teaspoon. So grab, and it's above tomato. Above tomato, perfect. Go, above tomato. It's better always put paprika, go, all of it. It's better always to put paprika above something because it's so easy to get it burned. And when it's above something, it's not like, you know, directly on the stove, on the pan. You see, it's not, we are not heating it anymore. So let's go to, because pan got cold. You can keep mashing if you want, like, you know, just mash it. It takes some time, but we will be there. And thing is that while you are mashing, you are frying. Anyway, you want to fry. Exists easy option. So sofrito, this is you know, worldwide famous, and you can go to supermarket, you can buy sofrito. One option, so you can buy sofrito. Another option to make it faster for you, but to have it still delicious, you can make sofrito before, and in this sofrito you can make like different other ingredients. You can use other ingredients, and you can freeze that sofrito. And once you're cooking paella, so but it's like if you're cooking paella on a regular basis, and once you're cooking paella, you will grab just 1 tablespoon of sofrito for each person, and you will have it, faster. One more ingredient that would be nice. So this is like kind of sweet pepper. I'm not sure that you have it at home. The name is Negra, growing here. Negra sweet pepper, which has really nice flavor. It was dry. I'll show the camera. I put it in the water again yesterday to have it like to have it soft. And now I'm going to remove seeds, and I will use just only meat. And it has really nice flavor. Yeah, instead of this Negra, we could use just sweet pepper, just bell pepper instead. So seeds better not, but only. And all 2 of them, I will have. And if you are making sofrito at home, so you can keep mashing. And if you are making sofrito like only sofrito at home, like sofrito, not like for paella, like for your future paellas, you can to mash it and then to blend it all together and to freeze it. And in this way, so in this case, we will fry it and we will mash it a little bit to achieve that texture, not to have these pieces of that Negra. But when you are blending this, even better. Yeah, so we will have anyway a little bit of that skin, but it's just like the fast way. So let's take one more. And mash as well this area as well, yeah, so mash as well this area. This Negra, of course, is, if you don't have it, you can skip it. But it's like nice touch. For guys who like spicy things, usually paella is not spicy, but instead it could be like cayenne pepper, chili pepper. This is a way to make it spicy. Or for example, that paprika that we're using, this is paprika dulce. You see, sweet, it's sweet, yeah? But this same paprika could be spicy. And so, for people who looking for spicy things. So now let's continue this. This Negra already soaked because it was almost 24 hours in the water. It's already soft. And will give us a really nice flavor. Let's keep going. Pretty low heat. And you can do it faster, like pam. And for example, without Negra, we could fry it less. We're not frying, we're like, sizzling. But if you're looking for like really nice flavor, that could be more patient and to continue. So let's keep mashing. And really in here, nice touch to have a little bit of some alcohol. Like could be white wine, could be red wine. Okay. Color of wine depends on color of paella you want. If you don't mind to have your paella a little bit darker, I love green, yeah? So it could be a red wine. If you want to keep it like light color, you can go with white wine. So I think we'll go. I think red wine like has more intensive flavor. Okay. Yeah. So let's go. It's like 1 shot. So let's go a little bit of red wine. And now we are going to reduce it. So it will be like the same low heat. We want to reduce it twice. Okay. So until like all alcohol will get vaporized and will stay only flavor. And so it will give us a little bit of acid, which is like really like nice balance. I made you work a lot. Okay. So we don't need more. I want to increase a little bit more heat, just a little bit more. Let me take a little bit of the texture. So ideally, we want it quite like even texture to be able for rice to get absorbed, because our next move, so all this is already flavor basis. So all this we want rice to absorb. Here as well could be already saffron. Here as well could be saffron. Saffron you can use in different ways. You can toast it, but you should be really careful. I think we will toast saffron right now. You can toast it, but very important not to burn, because when you are, heat is too high, it should be low heat. When its heat is too high, you will lose all this nice flavor and this good quality of saffron. Or you can make an infusion, like you put it with saffron in water. I want to again increase the heat, even I will switch it to the off. I want to off, so now it's off, and we will put a little bit of saffron. Another option to make infusion, water, warm water, saffron, and for a couple of hours. So give you a hand, and we will see how much. So camera, come here, like 1 pinch. Like I think we will use half of it like that. This is not okay. Usually normal portion 5 streets for 1 person. Here it's, but again, this streets could be smaller, could be bigger. Yeah. And now, so let's put it in the center. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And pan is hot. Yeah. And this will be enough to toast it a little bit more. And then when it will be like, will be heated, but it's very, very slow heat, we will incorporate it, and then we will put heat on, but it will not be overheated because it will already mix it with other things. Yeah? It smells so good, right? So all together. Another option, add saffron when it's already you have stock and all this liquid boiling. As well, like, it will be like kind of infusion. You see color? It's really decent color. I think we can mix it now all together, and we can go back to the heat. You see, alcohol already reduced. See, we don't have it actually visible.
So when you say double reduce, what does that mean? We're going to do it one more time?
Like so, look, we put it like, around 30 mils of wine.
Okay.
And I want like half liquid, like which is 15 mils vaporized, and like to keep like liquid, like which is half. We had 30 mils of alcohol of wine, and we want it like visible, more or less like half of it, like dry, and that makes flavor more, more concentrated. See, now it's time to put our rice here. You see, beautiful, that beautiful moisture. Rice is important. What kind of rice? Spanish rice, bomba rice. Why is bomba rice? This rice you see is short grain rice. If you don't have bomba rice, you can take arborio rice, growing by the way in California as well, Italian rice, but growing in California, so you have it. And if not, just short grain rice, which is more or less looks like this. Bomba rice can absorb a lot of flavor. So take rice and just put it in, all of it, perfect. Yeah, and now just put it over there. And now we are going to take spatula and you are moving, and rice will be absorbing. So go, don't be afraid. So you are mixing. Just you are like looking for even color. You see, rice changing color. You just waiting until rice will not be white. When rice is not white, this is this is what we are looking for. Rice will take all this flavor, and you will see that it will get, like, all this moisture will disappear. It will become dry.
Does it matter that it's touching the chicken?
No, it doesn't matter. So to make it more comfortable for us, let's remove our chicken just to have space.
Okay.
Because very soon we will put it back. So, and you keep moving. Because we are on low heat, we are at the same time we are toasting rice. So it's like it's still cooking process. Just to have space. But very soon the chicken will go back. So at this moment it's very important. So exactly at this moment, rice gets in flavor. Exactly at this moment. Of course, then it will be stock. That will give us as well its own flavor. But now already rice has flavor. And actually, really small thing left is just to cook rice. Now it's flavorful, only we need to cook it. Okay, let me finish this. But you did it great. You see, color is even, so no white rice left. All rice is more or less even color. And when it's even color, So maybe just to move it around a little bit more. And you see, it's dry already. It's kind of dry. It's kind of dry, and so that means that all the juice that we created, it's already inside. So perfect. That's like, you know, like to make it toasted slightly. Yeah. And next move that we are going to do, we will bring back our squid. Yeah, a little bit later, we will bring back our chicken, because chicken will like located and we will not touch on it anymore. So let's incorporate squid. So perhaps only squid here inside. I'm holding plate, so perhaps here, just the squid, and then you will mix it. And what is going to happen is that rice will absorb all the juice that has squid like around each piece. There's some juice around each piece of squid. So rice will do it. Smells great.
As soon as you put the saffron in?
Yeah. You can even bake with saffron. You can put saffron everywhere, literally everywhere, and all your ingredients will shine with saffron. Well, you will not notice that you cannot say, like, it's really difficult to say. You should be really professional that you are eating something and you can say, I feel saffron there. So this is almost impossible, but you feel that it's like, you know, delicious, and it's highly likely thanks to saffron. Okay, so now already you see squid is incorporated, and what we are going to do now, we are going to go with our stock. So hold this spatula, we will then move it. So stock. You can use here, as we are cooking mixer, we are cooking seafood and the meat, so you can go with meat stock or chicken stock or seafood stock. I'm using seafood stock, but this is what you have. So broth stock. Yeah, I have actually a video about how to cook it, and proportion is very much depends on your stove, depends on your pan, how white it is. You see now it looks like soup. Proportion is 1 size of rice, 4 sizes of stock. So here I'm using 300 grams of rice, which is like a little bit more than 1 cup, and 1 liter, 200 milliliters, 4 times more of stock. Yeah, and you will see that all that stock will get absorbed by rice. So what's important now, we are going to the maximum heat, and I'm going to switch on that another burner, which is, you know, outside, which is big one. You see? So it will be really hot now soon here, and we want it really boiling the wood. Okay. So at this point, highest heat, and the idea. So at this point, highest heat, and idea. So you see how we have all of liquid, looks like soup. Idea to vaporize more or less half of liquid. So again, to make reduction, vaporize half liquid. But what is vaporizing? This is water. Water is vaporizing, and flavor is staying. So that means that like flavor will get more intensive. Okay. At this point, basically the most relaxing part. We're just waiting and drinking our wine. So let's grab our glasses. First wine. Cheers. Salute. And now let's put our chicken. And you know, we are not going to stir it like, you know, a lot. We will try to avoid stirring, like very gently, not to get it burned. Okay. And so let's like put chicken more or less like, you know, where you want it, like, you know, more or less even. So put it whenever you feel will be fine. Some this center, some this side.
When you don't cook often, even like the tools in your hand feel so.
Okay, it's okay. And all the juices, you see, on the plate, this is juices, put it in and look. Like pour it in. Okay, perfect. Well done. Great. Now we just we still wait. So if you want to write pen paper, if you want like no any pencil, and sometimes we will be like we actually have all our ingredients inside except of prawns, but we don't want to overcook them too much. And mussels, we steamed mussels before, and mussels they're cooked, so we eat half of them already. So that means we don't need to cook them. We will just make decoration with mussels. Another option could be at this point, more or less, if you have your mussels raw. You remember we steamed mussels in our wine, yeah. So but you could put raw mussels just here, and they will get open. They will get open in the same way just here. That's it. So what do you think? It's gonna be tasty?
If it tastes the way it smells.
Okay. Let me take a spoon. At this point, I will give you as well one. Yeah? At this point, we are controlling if it's not sticking to the bottom. And we will be like, like not move it a lot, because every time when we are touching rice, it's releasing starch. And we don't want it will make rice sticky. But at the same time, we're on high heat, we don't want it burnt. Yeah? And we will be like, chipping out. When it's sticking, when we feel it's sticking too much, we will scrape it. But not to cover it with this huge spatula, like, just very gently. So for example, right now, so take, like, chip it out, you see? So it's not sticking so far, we have all the paper, so right now we just wait. Just waiting, and it can take approximately, don't burn your hand because fire is pretty close. It can take, with high heat, approximately around 10 minutes.
Okay.
But we are watching. We are not it's not like about time. It's maybe about time a little bit, but you just looking for like some specific texture. For example, like right now, rice, you see, it's not visible because you have like a lot of liquid above. But will be a moment when you start to see rice. When this moment comes, you will reduce the heat to almost low and almost there. And we will put our prawns, and we will put our mussels, and then we will wait just 5 minutes more. So basically 15 minutes left more or less. So you have time to enjoy sangria. Enjoy some nice chicken. Now we just wait. Would you prefer more seafood or meat? What is for you is better?
Why can't we live in a world where we can have both? I love seafood though. I can live without meat, but seafood I can't live without.
Yeah, so I could be a vegetarian. I eat meat only, like I cannot live without hamon.
Okay.
But I could stay actually without meat, but without seafood, no.
No.
Especially I like stuff like squid, like mussels, like octopus, and like prawns. Okay, it's fine, but I like more than for cooking. But to be inside paella, for me, for example, squid is one of the most important things.
For paella.
For paella, not only for paella, but which is like so we have this is inside, but these guys like prawns, mussels, we'll have them above, and they are like they're not participating a lot because we will put them later. They gave us some flavor from the beginning, and then they will give us a flavor at the end. But all the time squid is inside, so main flavor anyway will give us squid. And not sticking yet, but guessing that. See, we will time around 5 minutes.
I do love the tentacles, so those are my favorite part. The
Yeah,
end.
yeah, tentacles, yeah, that's true. A lot of people, I see it in my classes, in my real classes. So we are serving, like some people have more this round stuff, some people have more tentacles, and a lot of American people, I think they think that it's not eatable, and they leave it aside.
That's so sad.
And a lot of guys, a lot of Americans, they depends maybe from the area where they live. they, a lot of them, they don't know how to eat some of the food, and even they never tried mussels before. I suppose depends if they don't see, maybe they don't have the access. And so, and for them it's weird, and they don't eat it, because they're afraid to eat it. Like for example, the prawns, which are just like really good, you know.
Do you eat the head on the prawns?
You soak it. You will break, like, you know, this head and tail separately, tail first, and the head to soak it, because of this kind of juice. And from the head, really nice to cook stock. So this stock that we are using, I did it by myself, and the color, you see this, like, you know, color, this is because of heads.
Because of what?
Heads of prawns, heads, many heads.
Was it monkfish that you used?
Monkfish, could be any other white fish, could be, you see, we can see rice already.
Yes.
You see that? So that means that we are going to reduce the heat. Yeah, we are going to, I think we will go to low heat. Yeah, and when we are already on low heat, we are not going to touch it anymore. That's it. So we are going to, you know, just let it be. Because what we want, so let me, I will put it like, you know, low as I can. And here, we will be like, you know, around maybe 7 minutes. And it will be thickened, obviously, to the bottom. But this part, which is stuck to the bottom, this is a famous part of paella. The name is socarrat. And like all flavors considered to be there. Now imagine like all that stock that we added, then all the juices after seafood and meat and all these things, then our sofrito, all these juices, all this is getting caramelized. Like, you know, all that liquid, all that moisture that we have is getting thicker. You see, even already that liquid, it's getting kind of thicker. And when it's touching the bottom, it's getting harder in texture. And it's getting stuck, and then when you are eating, you are serving paella, first of all, you like scrape in the bottom, and you will have kind of black stuff on the end of the spoon, and so this is socarrat. So this is fond, which is like, you know, of the pan. So name is socarrat, and it's really a famous word in paella world. So it should be like a little bit, it's not burnt, but a lot of people think that it's burnt, but it's not burnt, it's caramelized.
Okay.
Okay, and now, so let's put these guys, I think. So let's put these guys. I will do one. Let's do the omelet a little bit deeper. You can go with another. For example, here, but it's like, you know, about the presentation. How you want, how you feel. Okay, let's go here.
You said more deeper, right?
Just a bit, you know, it will get cooked anyway because, you know, it's still so cold here. I will always here. Any prawns could be. If you cannot find shell on, so you can take shell off. Of course, shell gives flavor, and when it's shell on is better because you will get more flavor. That's all. We have some there. And now, basically, we have everything inside. So we didn't check salt yet, but I'm sure that we don't need salt. What we are going to taste a little bit, just in case if you need salt. But I'm sure that we don't need salt because we have salt in. I use mussel juice as well for stock. We have salt in a stock. We have salt because we are cooking just generally seafood. And but anyway, let's taste. And just to taste it, like, you know, to understand what is it, how it looks, how it sounds. So this is 1 spoon, and this is another. And we will see. And then we will go with mussels. Just drop a little bit of liquid whenever you want. Be careful, it's really hot, so wait until it will cool down. And let's taste it. Salty enough. It's so good, yeah. It's tasty enough and it's like salty enough, so we don't need salt more. Yeah, but now we are going to make some composition with mussels. So you can as well, you can pick up any area where you want to locate them, just grab them and put them in the video. When you have some this mussel stock left, you can even freeze it and use it again for the next cooking. It's your creation. You made it.
Our creation, we made it.
Sometimes, you know, when you feel that it's not even, it looks like quite even, but when you feel that it's not even, you see paella has two handles. Because they are hot, you need to take gloves or something, and it's just sometimes to shake. And as well, we don't have, it's like absolutely, like, you know, the level, it's not like absolutely right, you know. Sometimes one side could be more liquids, another side could be less. And in this way, you know, simply you can just move it around, like that, you know, at some point. And in this way, you will find maybe some right balance. And sometimes to shape if you need it. But in this specific case, it's flat, so it's no needed. But it's the handles. It's exactly what it is. And now we just drinking our wine and enjoying the process. Salud. So you see, we are almost there. By the way, I want to switch on I want to remove the central burner just to take it off, and I want to use this side burner. About how it's supposed to be rice. Rice should be firm, should be al dente, and so you're not cooking until the rice is soft. For some American, even you guys were saying that it's chewy, but it's al dente, and it should be firm. And at this point, so it doesn't matter how much this moisture you have left, how how juicy is it. When it's juicy, by the way, it's nice because all the juice will become like a sauce, will become like heavy and heavy and heavy. But you are not looking for until it's dry. You're looking for until you are happy with texture. When you're happy, once you're happy with texture, so you're tasting basically when it's al dente, when it's not crunchy. So that means you're going to stop cooking. So let's take, because I don't remember where is your spoon, where is mine. Let's take one more spoon and let's taste it again. And now we are tasting rice. So we are going to understand about texture of rice. So take a little bit of rice, just a couple of grains. Be careful, it's hard. It's hot. Comienza. It's not chewy. It's not chewy. It's al dente. So when you are eating it, you feel texture. But when you are biting it, it's edible. You are not like feeling like stone on your teeth. When it's like you are feeling like when you are biting, but it's something like you cannot bite it. This is crunchy. But when you can bite it, okay, it's firm. You feel the texture. But this is al dente. And we're not done yet. We're going to do one more thing. And it will make this rice slightly softer, but this is already right texture. Yeah. So
So this is proper paella. I gotta remember this for when I make it.
Okay. So at the end, to finish it like to bring it the right texture, two options. If you not using super big pan like our case, could be oven for like 5 minutes. Oven to have some rest around. I don't know how it could be in Fahrenheit, but it's around 100 degrees Celsius, which is not so hot. For like 5, can be 7, can be 10 minutes, but just to give it a rest with this low temperature. Or this huge pan, and paella is very classical to cook it in a big pan, or like I have that another one. I will show for our video. It's another pan. For example, like that pan. We'll take picture that later with that pan. It's like with that pan. So it's impossible. It's impossible to put it in the oven because at home at least, yeah. In professional kitchen maybe, but at home no. So that's why we will do it in authentic way. More authentic way to steam our rice, covering with towel. So we will. So to have more socarrat, this burning part, next to increase heat up to almost maximum for 10 seconds. So let's do it right now. So I will go high heat. You see on high heat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So that's it. No heat anymore. And we are going to cover like normal kitchen towel, and we want to cover it all. Pan is too big, so I will need 2 towels. We want to cover it all, and like that, 5 minutes, approximately 5 minutes. Yeah. And what's going on? So it's hot. Yeah. So especially after this last high heat, it's steaming, and this steam will stay a little bit with rice. Will make it slightly softer, but at the same time it will not be too much steam, because if it's too much steam, for example, if you take lid and to cover it, all that steam that you have will fall down and will make rice sticky. But in our case, towel is breathing, and towel will allow some amount of steam to go out, but some amount of steam will stay in, and basically rice will take as much steam as it wants, and it will give us this proper texture. So now it's resting. It's resting around 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes we're going to start to eat. Now basically we just we will get ready table, and we will take some. Then we will eat. Later I will take some picture with you with paella for your memories. Yes, please. For your Instagram. Yes. Okay. So I think the video we are done with video. Only we will take some pictures. So guys, thank you for watching us. Hello from Barcelona and hello from New York.
New York, New Jersey.
Okay.